Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Transfer News Latest, a series I want to keep doing despite not having done it recently. Right, and now we have a lot to get through tonight, starting with another Arsenal deal, an Isak bombshell, and a whole lot more. Let's get into it. So we start with the most recent news as of recording. As reported by Fabrizio Romano, Arsenal and Valencia have confirmed the deal for Christhien Mosquera. The medical has been booked for Wednesday, with the deal coming under €20 million. Honestly, it is nice to see Arsenal adding to their defensive depth, but depending on where Mosquera plays in the defence, he won't get a look in, as Saliba and Gabriel have proven to be basically the best defence in the league. And if you see the picture, it is also nice to see Mosquera is holding a number of trophies Arsenal have won this year. Now on to the biggest story of the day, which is that Liverpool have approached Newcastle United in order to sign Alexander Isak. And while Liverpool have made no bid yet, mainly because they are well aware that Newcastle are not looking to sell Isak, but if Newcastle were to let go of the Swedish international, Liverpool would be looking at paying something in the region of £120 million. Meaning they would have to break their own transfer record they set not even a month ago to sign him. And of course Liverpool currently hold the record for the most expensive transfer by signing Florian Wirtz for £116 million. But as David Ornstein has already said, Newcastle are not interested in selling Isak. But if they were to, Newcastle would look for a deal to sign Hugo Ekitike from Eintracht Frankfurt. And while nothing has currently been agreed, it is reported that clubs would be looking to spend around €75 million, which is about £65 million. So keep an eye out for any developments on this story, because there looks to be a whole lot more to come. However, there does seem to be more news from Liverpool today, as it has been reported by David Ornstein that Bayern Munich have sent an official bid to sign Liverpool's Luis Diaz today. This was immediately rejected by Liverpool, as they have no plans to sell Diaz, who ironically wants to leave. But even then, Liverpool value Diaz at over £100 million. And the bid from Bayern today was €67 million, which is about £58 million. There will most likely be more to this story, so keep an eye out for that. And there are even more transfer rumours, as Ben Jacobs has reported today that Milan and Manchester United have a genuine interest in Brighton's Pervis Estupiñán. And if any of you viewers watch my Manchester United career mode on FC25, you will see that I have signed him. And somehow, even more coincidentally, I was watching the United stand this evening and Mark Goldbridge said that United are also in talks to sign Emiliano Martinez from Aston Villa, who I signed as my goalkeeper in my career mode. So, while this is a strange coincidence, who knows what will happen, mainly because United are in something like £700 million of debt, and are reportedly broke. And yeah, it is well known that they will need to sell their current players in order to buy new ones. So, who knows what will happen. But in a tweet from Ben Jacobs, it has been reported that United have now held talks on the player side, but no formal approach has been made. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens regarding the story. But now for some more concrete signings, again from David Ornstein. Leeds United have an agreement in principle with Newcastle United to sign Sean Longstaff. The deal is said to be worth around £15 million. To me, this once again shows how the promoted clubs like Leeds are actually making some big deals, which hopefully could mean they stay up. The same can also be said with Sunderland, who have also made some big signings already this summer, like Enzo Lefebvre and Simon Adingra. So, therefore, this can also make the relegation battle for this season very interesting, as Brentford right now have lost their manager, their number one goalkeeper, their captain, and they could also lose their two main attackers and goal scorers. And while they have also brought in replacements, mainly Kwame Kelleher and Jordan Henderson, to me it just looks less and less likely that they might stay up this season. Especially with, as I've already said, the promoted clubs making big signings to make a case as to why they should stay up. Which I personally believe is something that wasn't really done in the last few seasons when the promoted clubs went straight back down. But who knows what the future has in store, we'll just have to wait and see. Now, going back to the original story of Sean Longstaff to Leeds, Ornstein has said an agreement is in principle. Whether this is a here we go, I honestly couldn't tell you. Mainly because Ornstein doesn't have his own slogan like that, and Fabrizio Romano himself is reporting his own here we goes, which has just come in the last half hour that Francisco Conceicao's loan move to Juventus has been made permanent. And yes, this is a here we go. Fabrizio has reported that the deal is over €30 million and will be paid in 4 instalments. This should be very interesting, as I believe he did well at Juve in the season just gone. Finally, we have some news from Chelsea. Mike Penders is set to join Strasbourg on loan for a season. This would be very good for him, I think, because Chelsea see him as a top talent for the future, and I feel that he needs that experience, and we saw what Strasbourg did with Petrovic. They turned a good goalkeeper into a great goalkeeper, and Chelsea immediately sold him to Bournemouth. But it was similar with Andre Santos, who improved significantly while on loan at Strasbourg. So we'll see what happens with Penders. If all goes well, he may come back from his loan and become the second choice goalkeeper. And finally, we have some more news from Ben Jacobs. Chelsea have held talks with Ajax over the signing of 19-year-old Yoel Hato. This was a signing Chelsea were looking at back in January, so it's interesting to see that they actually have returned to this player. But according to Ben Jacobs, Liverpool are also interested in acquiring his signature, and Ajax are asking for £60 million, while interested clubs are hoping to agree about a £40 million deal. So, more is to come on this story, definitely, but it certainly is interesting that Chelsea are looking at another centre-back, after they have just brought in Mamadou Sarr from Strasbourg, and are looking to sell Axel Disasi, and already have Levi Colwill, Trevor Chalobah, Tosin Adarabioyo, Wesley Fofana, and Benoit Badiashile. I do remember seeing somewhere that Chelsea were keen to sell either Trevor Chalobah or Wesley Fofana. Maybe, I'm not too sure. So maybe Chelsea might sign Hato only to loan him out for Strasbourg for a season. Who knows? There definitely will be developments on this story in the future. But that's all I have for you tonight. Thank you all very much for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you, and goodbye.